Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Pisces for 2013, and this also applies if you have a Pisces ascendant. So my Pisceans, we've got Jupiter, planet of good fortune, in your 4th house until the 25th of June. So this is a time, very possibly, if you've not already moved, you may move or you may want to move. It's a good time for planning long distance travel, a trip somewhere. But you're certainly going to feel as though there's a lot changing and happening with your family. You may in fact draw more family to you. It might be your real family, but it might be also friends who feel like family. Your roots, your security, you may have to let go of a little bit of that. Luckily you're Pisces and you can, with a little bit of persuasion, let go of having to have everything ordered and planned out. Because as far as the home area, it's going to change. There's going to be a lot of changes in that area. But not necessarily bad changes, but just changes. It's going to depend how you view them. Jupiter goes into your 5th house of romance and self-employment from the 26th of June to the end of the year and beyond. This will be a wonderful time, Pisces, to start a new business, to add to a business that you've already got, to turn a hobby into a business, to work with children, to do anything with education. And of course, great for romance, great for drawing somebody into your life that you may have a committed relationship with and eventually marry. We've got Saturn. It's gone into your 9th house, went there on October the 5th of 2012, and it stays there for just over 2.5 years. So Saturn in this 9th house, it's a wonderful time for going on a serious course of higher education. So a serious kind of training, like 2 or 3 years or even beyond that. But wonderful time for restructuring your career direction. Maybe you want to take it in a different direction, but it's very, very good for the studying time and also good for teaching. If you want to run workshops and trainings, your own trainings, very good time to structure them, because Saturn will help you structure things and make things real so that you can make money from doing some of these things that you enjoy. Also a good time for publishing something. Be careful with anything connected with a court case. There may be some difficulties, some challenges. You may have to let go of a situation, or you may have to decide on choosing your battles more carefully. If you've got a battle to fight, is it worth it? Do you need to fight it? Is it going to be worth the cost? And how far are you willing to go? You may have to ask yourself these questions. Be a great time to learn a foreign language, to make contact with somebody in a foreign country, or even to do business abroad. Very good time for doing business overseas and making those connections. We've got Pluto in your 11th house, square to Uranus in your 2nd. So yes, there's been a lot of upheavals financially. It's erratic, it's changeable. Make sure you save enough money during the times when it's coming in for the leaner times. But it can come in a windfall. With the Uranus energy, it can come in a windfall, but equally it can be taken away from you just as quickly. So you need Pisces, as much as you don't particularly like structure, you need to try to structure finances as best you can. Some very powerful people potentially coming into your life, people who can have a great influence on you. Be careful that they're not over-influencing you. You have a tendency, Pisces, to adopt whatever's around you, to adapt to the energies. You're a bit like a sponge. Make sure you're not adapting to negative energies or controlling energies. This would apply to your relationships and your friendships as well. So just try to become aware of that. This is a very watery year ahead. And what with Neptune in your sign as well, if ever there was a time to tune into your intuition, to develop your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, to go more into the healing field, this will be the year for it. We are needing intuitive responses now. It's great that we use our rational minds. We've got technology all around us, which is growing and developing. But I think we're going to be forced to get in tune more, to get in tune with nature, to get in tune with our environment, And you especially, Pisces, you've got a special ability here, but you need to work on it. You need to develop it, not only for yourself, but for others, to share it, because it's something that we're needing greatly in our world at this time. And you have a special gift, but it needs to be brought out more. Sometimes you're not very confident about it. You might be a little bit afraid of it. Try to learn more, try to work on it to bring it out, because you've got something very valuable to give. Now let me give you some special dates during the year with Venus and Mars energies. So Venus in your sign, Pisces, from February the 26th to March the 21st. Great time. You should be more attractive, more charming to people, relationships smoother. Good time to do something nice for yourself, have a makeover, your hair done, buy yourself something nice, treat yourself to a meal out, whatever it is. Venus going into your second house of money from March the 22nd to April the 14th could bring you some good fortune financially. Goes into your fifth house from June the 3rd to June the 27th. This could be a romance. It could also bring you some good fortune in your own business. And it could also be a time to have a little flutter. Very little gamble, maybe on the lottery or the horses. Venus into your sixth house from June the 28th to July the 22nd. This is good fortune in the work area. Also a little boost to your health, potentially. Into your seventh house of relationships from July 23rd to August the 16th. So this is a nice time to meet somebody. Make sure you're socializing if that's what you want, but also smoothing things over in a relationship, maybe where there's been a bit of discord. This will be a time when you can have some harmony, or you might mediate in a difficult situation. And we've got Mars in your sign, Mars energy from February the 1st to March the 11th. This is when you should have more energy, great time for getting things done, making plans, just moving forward with your life, feeling a forward motion. Mars going into your second house of finance from March the 12th to April the 19th. So this is a time to put energy into money-making activities. Anything that can make you money, go for it. Really network and push yourself out there. Be more proactive. Into your fifth house from July the 14th to August the 27th. Again, good for a romance, good for pushing forward, maybe with somebody you really like. And excellent for marketing something, especially if it's your own business or for launching a business idea. And then into your seventh house from October the 15th to December the 7th. Very good for going after a business relationship, but also make sure that you are not too pushy and that you don't have that person that you end up in some kind of a discord. But it's certainly a good time for pushing forward and making changes and clearing the air in relationships. So we have the grand trine, which I haven't mentioned yet, in water signs from your 1st, 5th and 9th houses from July the 9th to the 27th. So this could bring some nice things in these areas to you, potentially. So something nice to you, to your 5th house, which is your own business, maybe your children, and also your hobbies, having some fun. And to your 9th house, well, this could be travel. This could be long distance travel or making an international connection. So that's a lot of information for you, Pisces. Maybe you'd like some more information personally about what this year holds in store for you. Maybe you'd like to have a reading or ask a question. I'm always very pleased to hear from you. And I wish you a very happy, healthy, and successful year ahead. Thank you very much for listening.